Here we go. So I was pulling up some broad beans because they've done their thing, and also this time of the year they struggle with a bit of rust from the warm and sometimes humid weather. And I wanted to show you something. So the broad beans are part of a family, the Leguminaceae, the legumes, which have a partner, can partner up, can make a partnership with rhizobia bacteria, which fix nitrogen from the air. So the plant makes some nodules, like the ones you can see here, and the bacteria live in those nodules, and the plant supplies the nodules with oxygen, sugars, and a lot of other things that the bacterium needs. And the bacteria in there fix nitrogen from the air and transform it into a source that the plant can take up and put it in the beans, where they become amino acids, where the nitrogen becomes amino acids and then protein. So broad beans are really high in protein, or like chickpeas or peas and other things. Actually, peas have got more sugars, but also a little bit of protein. And if these nodules remain and they're not used, the plant will share them. When the plant dies, these will be available for whatever comes next. So that's why beans, broad beans, chickpeas, peas need a lot less fertility in the ground, because they not only take a lot less because they've got their own factory, but also they even share it with whatever comes next. To make sure that this magic gift, as we call it, the free gift of nitrogen, is actually fixed in your soil, you need to make sure that they're pink inside these nodules. Sometimes they're white. You see this one is kind of pinkish red? So that's the color of a type of hemoglobin called heme. And that heme is responsible for transporting the oxygen down to there. So if there is oxygen, it means there are bacteria. If there are bacteria, it means there was nitrogen. So these roots, if we leave them in the ground, so I've removed these mostly to show you really, but when I removed them, most of the roots have remained in the ground anyway. So these were fixing nitrogen. Another thing that's amazing about broad beans and all legumes is they also associate with fungi. You can see here some nice mycelium with mycorrhizal fungi, which are able to fetch phosphorus from around the soil in exchange for sugars from the plant, and also are able to find water where the roots of the plant can't reach. And they can also exchange information between different plants through this fungal network. And so broad beans are a fantastic plant, not only as a food source, but also as a soil improver.